What are you gonna do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do?
What are you gonna do, Daddy? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well, you've learned about the bishops and the rooks and the pawns. Now, let's learn about a different piece. The next piece I want to teach you about is the knights.
This one.
Ooh, well, almost there. These are the knights. He's got a knife in his hand. The knights are just one space further inward.
What are you doing?
I'm putting the knights on the board.
Oh.
So, how do knights work? Knights work really weird.
Oh. You do look really weird.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go. Knights can hop over pieces. No other piece can hop over pieces. Knights can hop over pieces, but they only move in an awkward fashion. They move 2 spaces forward, 1, 2, and then 1 to the side. And it can be 2 forward and 1 to the side, and it can be either side, or it can be 1 forward and 2 to the side. But since they start in the back here, they can move here or here.
Look at these.
Okay, we're almost to the most important ones.
Okay. Get something out here.
I understand. Now the queen is always on. This is the king. The queen is always on her own color. So this is the queen. Look at this. Look, Malin. Look at that pretty lady. That's the queen. And this is the king. They're a pair. So, the queen is always on her own color. Which means that the queens are across from each other. Okay? So you've got the king, Madeline, the king, and the queen and the queen. Okay? So this is how they move. Let's say the queen is here. Remember how the rooks moved side to side and front and back? Hey, look. Oops. Here.
I will look. I'm gonna look first.
Okay. So the queens can move just like the rooks all the way in any direction. And they can also move like the bishops diagonally as many spaces as they want. So they can go like here, or they can go here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, here, or here, here. Now, the king is just like the queen, except that the king can only. Oh, look, that'll show you what they do. See, look. Pawns move 1 space forward, but they move. Why is this in French? Okay. Moves 1 space forward and then diagonally to capture a piece. That's the pawns. That's these guys right here. Okay? 1 space forward or diagonally to capture a piece. The rooks can move can move as many spaces as possible in forward and backward, or side to side.
Oh. I thought we were holding on to you. Holding on to you. You.
Then the bishops move diagonally. Remember, the bishops go like this. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't they go outside?
No, they never go outside. They always stay right on the board unless they get captured by the other team. So this is how it works. I'm just going to pretend to be you for a second, and I'll be me too. Okay, this is how it starts. I'm going to move 2 spaces forward here because this is one exception. The pawns go they go 2 spaces on their first move. And then you can do that too. Okay?
I want to do mine.
So now these 2 pawns are stuck against each other. Okay? Now, what other pieces can we move? I can move the queen out if I wanted to, up to here, but I can't move her over these pieces. Now the knights, remember the knights? They can jump over pieces. So I can move there. So how about let's do that?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to move your knight to do pretty much the same thing. Well, not exactly, but similar.
Mine.
Now, what's this knight doing? This knight is threatening this piece. I could capture this piece. But if I capture this piece, then I lose my own knight.
This is my own night.
I know, but these are off the board. Now you have to deal with only what's on the board. Okay?
Is this my board?
Yep, that's on the board. That's yours. So, you have an avenue.
I'm gonna stand up.
Good job! You're standing up.
No. What do we do with this?
Okay, so what's the next thing that we're going to do? Whose turn was it? I think it's your turn. So, I'm going to threaten the knight. Because remember how these guys capture diagonally, 1 space?
I'm singing first.
I can hear that. Alright, so now I want to move my knight. Where do I want to move my knight? Well, I want to get it out of danger.
Yes.
So how about I move it over here?
Okay. Away. What there? What no. Yeah, I know Minga.
A nominga?
Yes. No, Minga.
Okay, so now the knight's out of danger. Or is it?
This is mine.
Well, that's off the board. We're only dealing with what's on the board. Or is it out of danger? Yeah, it is out of danger. Because I can move this knight. Well, what should I do here on your side? I'll threaten your knight again.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
No.
Boom. So now I'm threatening your knight. So now he's got to move again. Now, this is a funny thing. Look at this. The knight can move all right in between all these pieces. But look at this. The rook can't get the knight because it can only move straight, and that's diagonal. So the rook is stuck. It can't help the knight, or it can't capture the knight. And the bishop can only move diagonally, and the knight is right in front of him. Okay? And now here's the clincher.
I'm a clincher.
No, you're not a clincher, but what I'm about to say is, look, the knight is threatening the king. And when the king is captured, the game is over.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, what?
I'm listening.
You're listening?
Nope. I'm just singing.
You're singing.
Wake up, feeling.
Yuck. You have all this hair stuff
I
too.
remember feeling those.
What?
I remember feeling those.
Okay, so the king has to move, or it'll be captured, and then the game is over. So what does the king do? I'm going to move the king closer to the knight. So now the king is threatening the knight.
I'm listening. They're listening to me sing. What?
So what are the knight's options? It can't move over here because there's no more space. It can move here, but then it's being threatened by the pawn. It can move here, and it's also being threatened by the same pawn. It can move here, and it's being threatened by this pawn. Or it can move here, and it's being threatened by both the queen and the king. So this knight is really stuck. So what you might say is, maybe I'm just not gonna mess with it. So I might just let the knight die because I know he's going to die anyway. Why not? You okay? So, whoa. It's okay. But it means that the game's over because you knocked the king down.
Right. So,
Oh, don't kick him. Helen, what did I just say? Don't kick. Okay.